Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Atari ST A to Z, a series of short playthroughs of Atari ST games, some which I grew up with and some which are new to me. Today is one of the latter. Today we're looking at Ironman Stewart Super Offroad. This was a 1990 release by Virgin Games developed by Gold, and it was based on the 1989 arcade game by Leyland. This is a noteworthy game for being one of the first driving games that allowed players to earn money during races and then spend that money on upgrading their cars. We'd seen previous games like Super Sprint where you could collect power-ups and then apply those to various areas of your car, but this was probably the first to allow you to actually spend money on doing that. And while the top-down racing of this game doesn't really resemble the Forza Motorsports or the Gran Turismos that we have now, the idea of spending money to upgrade your car and, theoretically anyway, making your subsequent races a little bit easier has very much been carried forward into a bunch of modern races. Now, the game was reasonably well received back in the day in its ST incarnation, with even the notoriously stingy ST format admitting that it was a, quote, nice game, rather begrudgingly though, and not before complaining about its controls at great length. ST Action liked the game, they just said that it wasn't quite the same without the steering wheel of the arcade version, but that was something that was unavoidable at the time, really. Anyway, let's go play Ironman Stewart's Super Offroad. Okay, here we are with Ironman Stewart Super Offroad from Gold and Virgin Games, a port of the Leyland coin-op. I was had it in my mind that this was an Atari game for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why, but I don't know, maybe they published it in certain territories. Or maybe it just reminds me of Super Sprint, which is entirely possible. But yeah, anyway, I've not actually played this before. I remember seeing it around quite a bit back in the day. But never actually played it myself, and I'm not very good at this kind of top-down racer, so today is going to be interesting. But I do remember this being quite well liked, so I am interested to give it a go from that perspective there. So we begin by putting in our initials and admiring the boobylicious ladies over on the right. And then we set our birthday for some reason. Including the year. And our country of origin. I assume this is all for like high score table purposes or something. And then we have to swap discs. So I'll be right back. Right, disc swapped. Now we are loading. And hopefully, I hope, there aren't any more disc swaps after that. That's an annoying little disc swap there, because a lot of games of the era would load the entire program code from the first disc, then swap the disc before you started doing anything, and just load the data as needed from the second disc. Whereas this one sort of gets you started and all revved up, ready to go, and then makes you swap the disc. Okay, so this is Ironman Stewart Super Offroad. I am the red truck, and the others are all computer controlled. So yeah, the aim should be pretty obvious. It's to race and to win. And your controls on this are pretty straightforward. Left and right to steer left and right. Up to accelerate. And you can also hit the fire button for a nitro. Give you a brief boost of speed. You've got a limited number of those that you can see on the scoreboard up in the top right corner. Actually got 25 of them to begin with though, so... And you can also pick up more as you progress around the track as well, so... You can be fairly liberal with them. Oh, Grey just beat me. I don't know if this is one where you have to... Second place. $90,000 plus $70,000 that I picked up. Oh, you do have to continue if you don't come in first, or maybe if you don't beat the grey player, because the yellow and blue players are simulated other players. Right, let's have some tires, and another set of tires. And then increase our acceleration slightly as well. And then on to the next race. So you will probably notice during the racing in this that this is a top-down perspective, but there's sort of almost 3D elements to the track. They're designed in such a way that there are jumps, there are bumps, there are bumpy bits to drive over. It's very well put together and actually handles really nicely. Like I said in the intro, ST Format's biggest criticism of this game was the control scheme, but I think this is just one of those games that you just have to get used to. Oh dear, I'm failing to do exactly that. Boost! Come on, I've got to beat the colours at least. Oh no, it's all gone very wrong. Right, I guess that means the last lap, so it's 4 laps per race. And around there. Oh, hard to keep going straight with those watery bits. Oh, terrible. Last place. No money for me. Oh, excuse me. So the grey car is supposedly Ironman Stewart. Right, we do keep our upgrades though. Let's improve our tyres again. And then start the next race. Alright, going the other way around this time. Not doing too badly this time. If I can keep up this sort of fairly convincing handling, I should do alright in this one. Yeah, the physics of this game are actually really impressive. Like, look at the way the flags sort of bend if you bump into them as you pass around the corners. And the way the car sort of pitches as it goes over the jumps and over the bumps in the ground. This is actually really impressive for the time. Ah, convincing victory. Yeah, it's a shame there's not more in the way of sound effects, but they've sort of prioritised the music there, I guess. Okay, so $100,000 for that, plus some bonuses. Alright, so let's have some more acceleration. Oh, it doesn't increase in price each time. It's just that amount of money for each step. Okay, so let's have another step on acceleration then. And then start the next race. That's interesting. We are actually doing the same courses, but the other way round, aren't we? Again, that's something we take for granted in racing games today, but was quite unusual at the time. Oh, it's this track. I'm not good at this track. I feel like I'm going to have trouble catching up here. Oh no. Unbelievable. No, no, no good. No good at all. So you get some money for 4th place though, that's interesting. You've only got a limited number of credits though. Sorry about that, momentary glitch there. So yeah, you got a limited number of credits to do in that to get as far as you can. Alright, that's interesting. Okay, let's try again from the beginning. Oh, I've got to do all this again. There we go. Yeah, so we started doing this track this way, then we did that wipeout track, then we did this one backwards, and then we did wipeout backwards. Yeah, that's not something I really remember seeing in racing games of this period. Because I remember playing stuff like the Ridge Racer games, and you had the mirror mode in that, and that felt new and exciting because, like, you felt like you were going the wrong way around the track. So yeah, it seems like this game was pretty innovative in a variety of different ways. Which is cool. Convincing victory. Nice little battle against the grey car. First place, Pooh! $100,000 plus $140,000. Look at that, lovely stuff. Right, let's have some tyres and some shocks. I don't know what they do, but I guess we'll find out. I'll bump up the tyres again. There we go. Not going to worry too much about acceleration and top speed for the minute, because they seem a bit more like a liability. I feel like anything that improves your handling, particularly on this track, is always going to be helpful. Oh no. Oh no! What an absolute disaster that lap was. Oh, it's so hard to get through that bit. Not having a ton of luck today, am I? I'll be right back. Right, yes, here we are again. Ironman, Stewart, Super, Offroad, by Gold. Virgin Games, Leyland Corporation. Ooh, thought it was Atari. Ooh, it's not Atari. It was like Super Spread, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, don't know what happened there. It just crashed. And not like normal ST crash either. It didn't like bomb out or anything or crash the desktop. It just locks up. Which does happen sometimes. And nothing we can really do about that. I mean, I'm not even running a pirate copy of this today. This is like the, well, images of the legit discs anyway. So I would have thought it would work okay, but apparently not. Anyway, let's go again from the beginning and see if we can actually get it going. Maybe it was my offensive name that did it, so let's do this properly this time. There we go. Right. Be right back. Alright, fingers crossed this time. I was doing alright after one race. Although that second race was going pretty badly. So maybe it was all for the best. Whoops. That's the wrong way. The game's going to punish me for having a small amount of confidence now, isn't it? Alright, at least we've mostly caught up. Oh no, I've done it again! What is wrong with me?
Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Right, that's better. I believe it's too little too late though. We're gaining, but there's no way I'm going to catch up to them in time, I don't think. Come on, push. No. Nah, mate. Nah, mate. Nah, good, mate. It's nice that they still give you a titty lady, even if you don't win. Right, let's have some tyres. And continue. Right, this time. This time I'm really going to prove myself. With some spectacular driving through the annoying bit. Boost! Boost! Uh-oh. 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 Oh! Why is this happening to me? That was better than usual. And I'm gaining. I'm gaining. Not enough, though. Boost. Come on. Take him out. Lovely. Now just that. No! Alright, boosting through that top section seems to work quite nicely. Especially if you can sort of leave the ground. Second place. I mean, still not good enough to not have to continue, but, well, what are you going to do? I'll have some tyres, and some more tyres, and some more tyres. Alright, sidewinder backwards. This should be no problem. Now with my amazing tyres. Just please maintain the lead. Don't hit walls. Walls are bad. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. God, there's a real genuinely good feeling of wrestling with the wheel in this game. I can see how the arcade version would have been a lot of fun. Uh-oh. Oh, I think I just nailed that. Just. Yeah, there we go. First place. Nice. Alright. Let's have some shocks and some more shocks. That'll do. And now, my nightmare. Right. Boost through here. It almost worked. It almost worked. And again, boost. Nope, that's boosting straight into a wall. That's not helpful. Oh, God. Come on, I got this. I got this. No. I do not have this. Come on, I'm not that far behind. I've only got one nitro left, though. Oh, it's no good. It's no good. It's no good. I think that's it, isn't it? Yep, red player, game over. Right, I think we'll call that a day for that, because I don't think I'm going to get any further than that today. Not without a bit of serious practice. That's good fun, though. I like that. And I think I would have enjoyed that back in the day. I think I was always a little bit put off that game because I always found Super Sprint quite difficult. I've talked elsewhere in this series about how difficult I find sort of turn and thrust controls. And that's basically how these racing games work. But there's something about this one that just feels really nice. I think it's the fact that those cars have so many different frames of animation for turning at different angles that it just feels a lot more natural than pretty much any other game I've played in this style. So yeah, I can see why people like this one back in the day. It's, yeah, I'm just sorry I can't show you beyond the 4th track due to my own incompetence. But it's certainly not the first time that's happened. Anyway, just remains for me to say, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.